What's up, YouTube? Mo checking in with a review video for you guys. This has been a long time coming, and I wanted to talk about it in some other videos, but when I first found out about this opportunity, I wasn't sure if it was definitely going to happen or when it would happen, but it has happened, and I'm ready to give you guys a review of an awesome new company out there called FreeToM Prosthetics. FreeToM being F-R-E-E-T, capital T-O, M, capital M. So like the FTM, of course, capitalized. So FreeToM Prosthetics, they have a great website. Go check them out. So this is, like I said, obviously a prosthetic company. So this video is definitely aimed toward the trans men community or anyone else that is interested for a prosthetic for whatever reason. If that's not you, you may not be interested in that. So I'm going to keep this video informational. I'm not going to show my personal prosthetics, although I have two of them that were given to me to review. But I will link the website and other review videos that are awesome, that have pictures that are high resolution and close up and awesome. So first off, I want to thank Dominic, who is the owner of FreeToM Prosthetics, who reached out to me and quite a few other trans guys on YouTube to try this product. You know, at first when you see something like that on YouTube, you're like, is this real? Or like, is this something weird? So, I mean, I'm glad I responded, and I mean, he'd been in contact with me since like, I think last December, because I remember I was at home, which is the last time I was home, and responding to emails from him about like getting his company, you know, moved here to the US and getting it all started. And I finally got the prosthetics in the mail. I want to say early July, I think, early to mid-July, in discreet packaging, might I add, and to my surprise, they gave me two prosthetics, which was like wonderful and more than I could ask for, in the color that I asked for as well, which is just a little bit darker than my skin tone, which is like kind of like a caramely color. So the two prosthetics that I got were the traditional one and the Rogue. They also have I think a style called Sleek, which is kind of longer and slimmer. The traditional prosthetic is 6.5 inches and $199, and the Rogue was 5.5 and $189. And they both are different, like anatomically different, you know, of course, other than just length, but in just the way they look, the girth, the way the testicles are, they're both different. So I guess now that like all the technical stuff's out of the way, like pricing and which ones I got and how it was shipped to me and all that, I should say like what they're for. So I think a lot of trans guys, whether they're interested in it or not, know a lot about prosthetics, or have looked up packers, and eventually maybe have graduated into looking at like fancier packers, ones that can be used as STPs. I know I did, and an STP, by the way, is a stand to pee device, and other things, and beyond that. And there are some great companies out there that I know that I've looked into, most of which end up breaking the bank. They're very expensive. Some of them should be expensive. They're like, you know, handmade, as are these. These are also handmade, you know, and carefully painted and all that stuff. So it makes sense. I mean, you're paying someone for their work, but they're always just so expensive. And this one, though, I really like it because it's got like 4 attributes to it. A lot of packers out there nowadays, or prosthetics, are like 3-in-1s. And this one is for packing, peeing, for pleasure, and for play. So it's kind of got like that added bonus to it, which, you know, some people would care about, some wouldn't. But for the most part, it does everything that you're seeing other traditional prosthetics do nowadays. And I will say, so far, and the reason why my review has been late, because I've had it, you know, for like a month and a half now or more, is because I wanted to use it. You know, I didn't want to get it in the mail, try it out once or twice, and be like, okay, sure, it's wonderful. Here's a great review. You know, I wanted to really test it out. You know, I wanted to make sure that, like, after wearing it or using it for, you know, a couple weeks, that it didn't, you know, start falling apart or do something weird on me, right? Or cause some sort of, I don't know. So I did. I used it quite often. I won't say 100% of the time, because I've never been one to really pack that often. It's just, for some reason, you know, some guys do, some don't. So, I mean, I would say I've used it about like 80% of the time, 75% of the time, the past, you know, month and a half or two, and no changes. The quality's great. Like the quality silicone is awesome. No issues, no wear and tear. that I can complain about. So that's awesome. And I will say they're kind of large. You know, I told you the two that I have, one is 6.5 inches and one is 5.5. So they're kind of big. And they have, I should say this, they have like a rod in them already so that you can use them for sexy time and all that fun stuff. So that kind of makes them a little more rigid, which is fine, but it's just the truth. So unlike other ones I know where you have to like insert a rod to make it into something you can use for pleasure. So this is a little, like I said, a little more rigid, and I was worried about that. I remember I first opened up the package, and I was like, oh man, this looks like big. It looks like it's going to be difficult to like pack with, like on a regular basis. And I have found that is not necessarily the case. I guess it depends on what everyone wears, you know, but if you're wearing kind of tighter, not tight, you know what I mean, but tighter like briefs or boxer briefs, or like compression shorts, which I wear a lot because I go to the gym a lot, that like really holds everything down way better than I thought it would. So that's just my impression so far with that. So I wasn't sure, like I said, how that would go, and it ended up being fine for packing. It's not like some huge giant scary bulge, but like I said, like depends on how you dress. If you wear like tighter clothes, if you like wearing skinny jeans or something, which I don't own a pair of, then that, you know, your mileage may vary. And harnesses. So the company themselves doesn't actually sell harnesses, but they link a harness, a place where you can buy harnesses on their website. So that's excellent if you need one, which I found that it would be good to have one. That's just my personal experience, but I would recommend buying a harness in addition. So, I mean, like, really, I only have good things to say, guys. I'm going to be real, I can't compare it to another product of similar, like, magnitude or quality, because I've never bought another product like a Peacock or a Real Magic or anything like that. So, I mean, I have to be truthful. I can't, you know, sit here and, like, compare them side by side. But for my experience, it's a new company, you know, owned and, you know, operated by a fellow trans man, like a lot of them are. And, you know, nothing but good things to say so far and experiences. So, like I said, I'm going to link everything below. If you have any specific questions, you know, I feel like packers and prosthetics are, like, personal. So if you have any, like, specific questions, feel free to, like, comment or send me a message or something like that, and I'd be glad to get back to you. Oh, and one other thing, I wanted to mention this. Another reason I wanted to make this video later is because there was like an incident on Facebook like a month ago where someone who I don't think, maybe they were, I don't know, I don't think was trans, got on like a very well-known trans Facebook page that I'm actually not on, and kind of spammed the page with information about this prosthetic, which is fine. I mean, like, they were trying to spread the word, but they tried to say that, like, they had, like, a special deal on them, and then, like, if you messaged them and sent them money, like, they would get it for you cheaper or something like that. And it sounds like, I don't know if anyone went through with it, but it sounds like some people, unfortunately, did. Not to their own fault. It's the person that was scamming them. So, I mean, I kind of wanted, like, the dust to settle with that. I mean, I was really surprised when I saw that had happened. So, when it comes to this company, use the actual website, of course. And the owner, his name is Dominic. And I know one of the people, I'm not sure how she's related, but there's someone that works with the company named Stephanie. So I guess if you hear from anyone other than that, like, that might be a red flag. So I just want to put that out there for everyone's safety. But like I said, good product. I was asked to make a review on this, and I wanted to. I mean, they sent me 2 free prosthetics, but I was not asked to make a certain type of review. I wasn't asked to only say good things or to not post it if I had only bad things to say. So, like I said, discreet packaging, different sizing and, like, appearance options to choose from, different skin tones. You can, like, upgrade with, like, special painting to make it look even more realistic. They're affordable. It's a 4-in-1 as opposed to the typical 3-in-1. There's no additional rods you have to insert before you use it for, you know, intercourse or whatever you plan on using it for. It can be done right there. You don't have to exchange things, take things on and put them back off, you know, whatever. So that's really nice. And like I said, my only qualm at first was that I thought it would be too big and kind of clunky to work with, and it's really not. As an STP device, there's not like a medicine spoon or anything in there, like the STP Fits or anything, which I actually have, or like a nipple, like which is what some STPs use now. It's just kind of like a receptacle. The way it's built, there's kind of a receptacle that you would pee into, and it's big enough, plenty big enough, and it's one of the easiest, definitely the easiest STP I've ever used, because you don't have to like line anything up and make sure there's a perfect seal and like anything. You can pretty much just, you know, hold it there and do your thing. So, and like I said, the receptacle's big enough, you don't have to like hold back on your like pee or anything like that. You can just go at it. So like I said, definitely check out the website, guys, if you're interested. I know that, you know, there's, you know, been a need for some reviews out there because their company launched on August 1st here in the US, so they've been around for about a month now. So give them a check out, and if you have any questions, let me know, and I hope you enjoyed this. And I'll catch you next time, guys. Tea should be starting soon. It is Wednesday, September 3rd, and my doctor's appointment is 9 a.m. on the 5th, so that's Friday. So I'll keep you guys updated. See you soon.